Hello, I hope you're having a great day. This is Story Dive, just doing a quick off-the-cuff response to the sneak peek that was released yesterday for Cobra Kai Season 2. If you saw my video about Cobra Kai, Luring the Bully, you know that I'm a big fan of the series, and I love the direction they're going with it. I love the moral ambiguity, playing with the standard concept of the hero and the villain, or the bully and the bullied. I thought the first season was great at finding the gray area between that, which I talk about in my first video about Cobra Kai. And in that video, I bring up the fact that these once bullied kids seem to be going down a path to becoming bullies themselves. But just to clarify a little bit, I didn't say they did become bullies, I just said they were going down that path. Like they were heading down the path, they took a few steps on it, they didn't get to where they were going on the path. And this analogy is just falling apart right now, but you know what I'm saying. They were heading that way, and so in Season 2, I was wondering if they're going to go further down the path and become more villainous, less honorable, and really just trying to win by any means necessary, regardless of whether it's just or whether it's not. But this sneak peek we have here reveals a very different direction. And in my first video, I said at the end that I expected to be surprised, because the showrunners seem to be great at surprising us, and I have to admit I'm surprised with this clip. I didn't think that Johnny would go as hard in the other direction as he seems to be going in this clip. I'm gonna go over what happens and then I'll talk about it a bit more. So the clip starts with Miguel and Hawk entering the dojo. This seems to be either the day after the tournament or a few days after the tournament. Miguel asks what the hell happened here, and Aisha responds,
"Looks like Sensei threw a party."
Must have been pretty sick if fire got involved.
So what was this, quote, party, unquote? I believe that if this is the day after last season's tournament, we know that that night, Johnny was confronted by his old sensei, John Kreese. So it's possible they got into a confrontation, a fight, and the trash dojo is the result of that. That's just a guess. We do know from the teaser for Season 2 that was released, there was a clip of Johnny and Kreese together, so whether they did get into a confrontation before the scene or not, we know that at some point they are on speaking terms. It's not like Kreese showed up, they fought, and then he's gone forever. There's going to be some sort of contact between the two, but it's possible they got into a fight, and maybe even Daniel was involved. Just speculating, but something went down. Johnny was clearly not happy, because as soon as he enters the dojo here, he's got something on his mind. So these new students, they just saw the tournament probably the day before, they want to sign up, and Johnny turns them away.
Get out. Yes, sir. Sensei. Come on, let's go.
Let's go, move it. Come back tomorrow.
Perhaps because he feels like he has to nip something in the bud. He has to nip this behavior in the bud, first and foremost, and then only then can he deal with new students. And then he starts laying into Miguel and Hawk.
Did you attack your opponent when his back was turned?
Yes, Sensei.
Diaz, did you purposely attack your opponent's injury?
Yes, Sensei.
You think that makes you badass?
Basically calling out all their bad behavior from the tournament. All this behavior that his old sensei, John Kreese, would have condoned. In fact, he encouraged it and pressured his students to do it even when they didn't want to.
I want him out of commission.
But Sensei, I can beat this guy. I don't want him beaten.
But Johnny seems to be taking a very different path, and the fact that he seems so rattled and upset, I think he came to a realization the night before when he was confronted by Kreese, or whatever happened. He came to the realization that he was becoming Kreese, and he had to stop it. It means that Johnny's character is not simply a continuation of John Kreese's character from the original movies, and Daniel's character is not simply a continuation of Miyagi's character. They are both different characters, and they are going in different directions, which is great, because there's no sense in repeating a story that was already told. Cobra Kai is going to tell a new story with new characters who have come to a new period in their lives, and we're going to see how it all plays out. Both Miguel and Hawk thought they were following his teachings, the no mercy teaching, and to be honest, it seems like they were. No mercy implies that you don't pity your opponent if he has an injury or if he makes the mistake of turning his back. It means no mercy. But Johnny is trying to take it in a different path here. He makes the analogy of the two cobras.
One kills the strongest lion. The other kills a crippled monkey. Which Cobra do you want to be?
And of course, the one that kills the lion is the more badass, as he says, which I think everyone would agree with. It's interesting that now Miguel and Hawk are realizing they misinterpreted the Cobra Kai way. Maybe even Johnny misinterpreted the Cobra Kai way. Maybe he's now realizing he has to change it. Johnny only opened his dojo last season, so he's still discovering himself as a karate instructor, a karate sensei.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, man.
And it could be the fact that he's taking such a hard turn at this point is a reaction to confronting Kreese, because he saw Kreese and he doesn't want to be Kreese. He's trying to turn away from that. This only makes me anticipate the season more and wonder exactly what will happen with Daniel's character, because this surprised me about Johnny, so what will surprise me about Daniel? I don't know. That's why I'm going to watch the series. What did you think of this clip? And how do you believe it speaks to the direction that Johnny's character is going in Season 2? Do you agree that the damage in the dojo was the result of a fight between Kreese and Johnny, or maybe Kreese and LaRusso, or maybe Johnny just drinking too many Coors Banquets and trashing the place?
We're all gonna die, kid! We're all gonna die!
What do you think happened that made Johnny take such a hard stance on his students? I'd love to know your opinion, and if you like this little video, please hit like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've done 2 videos, one on Cobra Kai and one on The Karate Kid, which you might enjoy, and I will do more in the future. So please subscribe and come back for more videos about Cobra Kai. Until next time.